couple of the key points in the goal of design for email marketing is helping make a personal connection between your brand and the customer, triggering immediate action and leaving a lasting brand impression, encourage interactivity and consumption of content using every design element intentionally, ensuring the purpose is clear and the CTAs are easy for the customer to find, and that the colors and fonts are accessible and the design considers people reading on tablets and mobile devices, and so many people are reading these on the go these days. So a few key steps to keep in mind with designing for email marketing is, first off, just knowing your customer, determining the best way to connect with your customer, designing for your customer, and then of course, testing, learning, and evolving. It's never a one and done process. You always have to continue evolving your design and your tactics for email marketing, or they'll grow stale. So first off, on just knowing your customer, this really entails knowing who your audience is very closely, if they're going to be looking at these mostly on mobile versus desktop, how your company fits into their everyday lives, does the content need to be localized if it's a global campaign, and really what will end up resonating with those customers and that audience. So REI is a great example where they know their audience deeply, they know what will resonate. We must camp, we need dirt. It's fun, playful illustrations and graphics, making sure that it's really punchy, and it just really enhances the level of adventure they're trying to promote through their brand. Another great example is Spotify, who has deep data knowledge of all of their customers and is really great at just elevating that content to surfacing that content to its customers through its email marketing. Next up is connecting with your customer. So some pointers to keep in mind here is, I don't know about you guys, but I get tons of emails. So making sure there's a catchy and short header or pre-header and subject lines is really key to just getting that first barrier to entry, where making sure that those customers actually open up the emails. So those need to really stand out in the wave of emails that everyone gets every day. It really needs to stand out from the crowd. So it's super important to nail that down. And then making sure it's relevant and it's time specific, that it's relevant to the timing and the season that we're in and what the activities of your customers are doing. So a few ways to do that could be through dynamic and personalized content as one way, like this Barnes & Noble one, where it's showing items selected for you based on their history. Also considering things like the imagery versus copy ratio is making sure you have the right balance, where it's not just a wall of copy where people are going to bounce off because it's too overwhelming to read it all together. Another good way to catch some attention is just through interactive content and also user-generated content. As an example, like this Bose example, where it's relevant due to like Black Friday and that whole event, but also pulling in customer feedback, customer reviews. That's also a great way to just help elevate and bring forth a little bit more information to the customers. Usually customers are more likely to trust peer customers rather than the brand itself. They want to hear from other people who shop the brand and hear from them. And next up is designing for your customers. So determining whether, if you're going to be doing lots of emails, if it needs to be a repeatable template that you can just do easy plug and play, or if you're going to go with a more customized designs that's very unique and specific to this specific emails topic. Also looking for clear hierarchy, whether it's a Z pattern, inverted pyramid, or etc. And making sure that any imagery is used very intentionally and helps just enhance the experience for the customer, that it's not there just to fill space and be pretty, that it helps tell the story that you're trying to tell on the email. Another great way is using GIFs, making sure that your CTAs are clear and easy to find and stand out. And then one thing that's often just overlooked from a lot of folks is the footer, but since that's the bottom of the email, it's always important to remember that as well. So this example here uses the inverted pyramids for its hierarchy, all the image and the copy leading to its CTA button, driving the attention there. And then this is an example from Trunk Club, where they used a more customized design where the copy is overlaid within the graphic as well. And then, like I mentioned before, GIFs can really help just bring the experience to life in an email. And it also helps really drive engagement There was a recent study where GIFs showed 103% engagement rates by just adding these simple animations to make it more engaging for your audience.